Good morning, Lancer Nation. I'm Vic.
And I'm Cohen.
And we are here in our studio to bring you the Lancer News.
Today is Friday, October 6, 2017.
We would like to wish you a happy birthday to Alyssa Johnston, Andrew Linville, Michelle Lyles, and Landon Worm. Tomorrow, Riley Cowger, Autumn Hamill, Dennis Hawks, Gabby Paul, and Clark Rao. And on Sunday, Thomas Sanchez and Nina Six will be celebrating their birthdays.
Today for lunch, we'll be having chicken patties, fresh veggies and dip, ranch Doritos, pineapple or applesauce, and milk. For the second week of October, the cafeteria will be serving mini blueberry pancakes, chicken tenders, sausage pizza, turkey and cheese sandwiches, and cheese quesadillas.
Next week continues Bully Prevention Month. Before we send it over to Brooklyn to check out next week's weather, we will first take a look at the special activities taking place next week for this event.
Thanks, Vic and Cohen. Today's skies will be full of clouds and a good possibility of rain throughout the whole day. The temperatures will be in the upper 60s. For tonight's football game at North Judson, the temperature will only drop a few degrees with a low of 62. Next week's 5-day forecast will be a mixture of rain, clouds, and sunshine with temperatures all over the place in the 60s and 70s. There is also a possibility of higher temperatures only reaching the upper 50s. Next Friday will be Slime Day for all of those students who raised enough money for the fun run or whose names were drawn by the principals. As long as weather permits, we will be having the slime assembly outside. Our first environmental lab day has been moved due to the rainy weather we had this week. As long as the weather cooperates, the next day will be this Thursday, October 12th. If you're working in the environmental lab, please make sure you wear appropriate clothes, shoes, and be ready to work. If you were not chosen for the fall environmental lab day, you will get the chance to work in the spring lab day later this school year. On Tuesday, the kindergartners will have another fun field trip as they head over to Thistleberry Farm to enjoy their corn maze, pumpkin patch, and many other fun activities. We hope the weather is perfect for your field trip. Before we send it over to Kylie for this week's sports, we will first take a look at pictures from the 6th graders' field trip to the planetarium in Rum Village.
Our 6th grade girls volleyball team had a busy week with games. They came out with victories against Riverside on Monday, but fell short on Wednesday against New Prairie. They will finish up their season this week with a game on Monday against Bremen and an A-team tournament at Walkerton on Saturday. Good luck, ladies, and finish your season strong. The next mentoring event is next week. On Friday evening, students will come back to school and meet up with their mentor before heading over to the football game. Those students in mentoring need to make sure they get their green slips turned back into Mrs. Fraser. Next Wednesday is Fire Prevention Day. The La Paz and Lakeville firefighters will be at the elementary to review fire safety with all of the students. Students in grades 2nd through 6 will have an assembly in the gym, while Head Start and Kindergarten and 1st grade will have their own prevention in the AV room. Before we send it back over to Vic and Cohen, we will look at some more pictures, but this time it will be of our kindergartners on their field trip to Encilla College last Friday.
Before we get to the trivia question for this week, we will first look over the question from last week's show.
The question was, what college has the highest student enrollment in the United States?
The correct answer is the University of Central Florida. The class with the correct answer was Miss Severin's 5th grade class.
Your treats will be brought down to you sometime today. And now for this week's trivia question.
Name one of the 2 male and female staff members in this picture.
You can't use your iPads for this week's trivia question, but we can give you a hint. Neither of the staff members are classroom teachers. Send your guesses to Mr. Shirley. And now for this week's joke.
Hello, Earthlings. Where does Buzz Lightyear go furniture shopping? Bed Bath and Beyond!
Thanks for tuning in to watch another episode of LVTV.
Have a safe weekend and
Charge on, you mighty Lancers!
Today for lunch.
No.
and Andrew Linville, Michael Lilas,
Oh, Linville.
And Art Clark wrote.
are you sure?
And Nina Nix.
Nope. No, we gotta start over on.
Pancakes, chicken tenders, sausage pizza, figs, chicken tenders, sausage pizza, turkey and cheese sandwiches, and cheese
You can't do
quesadillas.
that, dear. You can't. Mentoring event is this week. Next.
Okay.
Wait. And meet up with their mentor.
Okay. Stop.